just know if you find a wreath that you kind of like the style of it, but you don't like the color, whatever, it's fine. How pretty is that? I love the scalloped edges. So another trick, I think a lot of people just don't really use them, you know? She was so kind and sweet when we went and met her. Hello and welcome back to the vlog. We're hanging out outside today. I'm going to finally take our Christmas wreath down from last year and I'm gonna put up a fall wreath. And this is not fall yet, but I'm going to do a few little DIYs and we're going to kind of restyle the front porch with, I think I got like one new thing. Everything else is thrifted or just stuff that we already had. So that's really exciting. Also, we've been just doing a bunch of different stuff around the house and I really need to sell some things on Facebook Marketplace. So to keep myself accountable and get it done, I'm gonna do it with you guys. And hopefully if you have other things that you need to sell on Facebook Marketplace, you can do that with me today because I don't know what it is. I struggle. It's like decluttering your house and then actually bringing it to donate is somehow the hardest part. I don't know what it is, but we're gonna do it all together today. I think we'll start with the DIY just because I wanna spray paint some things, of course. So I wanna get that done, let that dry, and then we'll do our Facebook Marketplace listings to get that out of the way, and then we'll do the fun stuff and we'll decorate the porch. Also, we did pick the very next room rescue family. They are so sweet and I'll share that a little bit more later on in the video, so stay tuned. I'm so excited. Okay, I want to share a quick little thrift haul with you guys. If you've seen some of my previous other like fall decorating videos, you've seen these have been like the star of the show. These were just some Walmart clearance florals. They're bright green, not screaming fall at all, but I spray paint them and all of a sudden they look incredible. I did do a quick little DIY the other day. I'll show you that in a little bit, but it's just like a basket that I wove some jute around, like some jute twine stuff. These two pumpkins, not pumpkins, like gourds from the thrift store. They are a bit fake looking, but they were like $1.50. $1 for this one, and I'm just gonna give them a quick little spray paint to make them look a little bit more realistic. And then I scored this wreath. It was $5.50 I believe it was half off, so $2.75, right? Wreaths can get so expensive, so finding them thrifted is really nice, but you don't always get the exact wreath you're wanting. Just know if you find a wreath that you kind of like the style of it, but you don't like the color, you can literally paint it, and I'll show you how. But I'm gonna spray paint this as well, just the same as the flowers, to give it a nice fall-esque look. So I'm gonna start with like my base layers, which will be the brown and the green. How pretty are those? I love these. So I'm gonna lay these out to dry. And then we're just gonna do that same thing with the white flowers. Those look so good. So we're gonna do the same kind of thing to these little squash. I'll probably kind of try to paint them a little bit more with a color, but I do want to paint them with the brown or green first, just to kind of get a good base coat. And then I also have like a lighter color, like a cream kind of, that I can add in if I want. But this will be just to kind of make them look a little bit more realistic. Okay, we'll see how that goes. It's not going as well as I was hoping, but I think the gold might have fixed it a bit. Honestly, I'm also just not being real patient. Like I'm just going right after the other coat. With me not being patient, it's a little bit messy. But I think the gold, it's not gonna look super like realistic and natural just because I think I might have to, I don't know, like maybe hand paint it, but this will look good enough. Okay, this right here is one of the items that we need to sell. It's the coffee table, like our old coffee table. I got this coffee table when we first moved into the house, or a few months after moving in, and we loved it, but it wasn't quite the color that I was hoping for. And then over time it got a lot of scratches and stuff, and so I did retique it on it, and that worked really nicely. But I always wasn't like in love with the shape of it. I wished it was a square shape so that it could fit the living room a little bit better. And I ended up finding one on Facebook Marketplace. So we, after putting all of that time into refinishing this coffee table, we found that one. And so now we just have been kind of deciding, are we gonna kind of hold on to this and see if we use it for a different project or sell it? And I think we're just gonna go ahead and sell it. So I need to bring this out. We have couches, still the couch from my office, which has been sitting in our garage for like a few months. And then I just recently redid Kyle's office. I'll link that video up here if you haven't seen it, but we recently redid Kyle's office, and so his couch is no longer in there. So we have a few things that we need to bring out and get posted for Facebook Marketplace. I think that's mostly it. Oh, and his desk. So I guess 4 big furniture items. All right, so I got all of our Facebook Marketplace items listed. I did price them to sell, so hopefully I don't even have to bother bringing them back in the house or anything. We can just get them sold tonight or tomorrow and it'll be incredible. Like I'll just pop them in the garage. What I really need to remember is to actually just take a picture when we are changing something up. Take a picture in the spot. It's just way nicer because that's what I did with Kyle's office desk, and I didn't have to lug it out here, take a picture, because right now it's literally just like sitting in the hallway. So you just kind of have to like squeeze by it. But anyway, everything is posted. That feels very, very good. But before we get into all of the decorating on the front porch, which I think is going to turn out really good, I did want to say a huge thank you to Yuffie for teaming up with us on today's video. You can kind of see our cameras back here. Somewhat recently, within like the last few weeks, we upgraded our outdoor security camera system to the Yuffie Cam S3 Pro. They have been such an incredible upgrade, and as I'm kind of sharing some about them, I wanted to actually use a little bit of the footage that our cameras have been capturing over the last few weeks. So one of our favorite things about the Yuffie Cam S3 Pro is that it has max color vision, and this means that it gives crystal clear daylight footage even during night. It's truly amazing to see the footage. Like it does not look like it's pitch black outside, so you always have like that beautiful crisp clear footage that you can see exactly what's happening no matter what time of day or night. Another cool thing is it has 24/7 smart snapshot. So what that does is it takes periodic snapshots during the day so that you can easily review the day without significant battery drain. And speaking of battery, there's a lot of things that we've loved, but one of the things that we've really loved is that it does come with a built-in solar panel. I believe it's 50% bigger than their previous models, but it is a large solar panel that comes directly on the camera. And because it's such a good size, it charges fully within just 1 hour of sun, and it's also designed to still charge the solar panel even when it has partial sunlight. The S3 Pro also has something called Bionic Mind AI. What it does is it identifies faces, people, packages, pets, vehicles, and it can identify familiar faces and strangers so that you know kind of who's around your house, if it's just your kids or if it's someone new that you don't know. And finally, the home base itself is just incredible. It's a 4K camera, but it comes with 16 terabytes of internal storage within that home base. So that means that everything is going to be stored locally. You can have everything not being sent up to a cloud. It just is stored right in your home, which I feel like that just kind of gives me a little sense of peace, knowing that all the things going around our house isn't being sent up somewhere else. Like it's staying personal and private to us, but we are still aware of what's going on. So I am going to have all the information for the Yuffie Cam S3 Pro listed down in the description box as well as in the pinned comments. You guys can check it out, but truly, like, they have been so incredible. I know you guys are gonna love them too. But now let's go ahead and get to decorating. I guess undecorating and then decorating. Okay, so before we start decorating in here, I have to pull everything off, and just like I do inside, anytime, especially if I'm not adding in like all new decor or anything, I want to just take everything off and start with that blank slate. And it's just like a way to kind of, I don't know, like trick yourself a little bit. It all feels like everything comes together in like a new way, and you kind of can reimagine your space too, because a lot of times if you have everything set up as it is, you won't really even change a whole lot because you think like, oh, like this pillow always has to go here, or this, you know, vase needs to go here or something. I know the outdoor area is a little bit different, but also it's kind of similar. And so I'm going to clear everything off, blow everything off, like with a, not a blow dryer, an air blower, I can't even think, whatever, the blower tool, and then we'll start kind of like reconfiguring it. I won't pack this up far because I'm like 2 months away from using it, or a month and a half. We'll wait till like after Halloween to put this back up, but literally it's gonna go right back on the house. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, the first thing we're gonna add is actually a front door rug. This is like an oversized one. I don't think I'm going to do like a different rug, like a mat underneath it. I think we'll do just this. But how pretty is that? I love the scalloped edges. I think it comes in 2 sizes, but I got the bigger size just so it kind of sprawls across. I think it's so pretty. Going to do the wreath next. So this is that wreath that I just spray painted. How pretty did that turn out? It's so pretty. You could definitely make it more vibrant. I just kind of like the muted kind of earthy tones. I do still have these, and these are just leftover real dried red eucalyptus florals. They're like $3 in store at Walmart. One thing I thought was so cute, so I got this, and I might not end up using this out here. I might put it on one of the doors. Oh, I think that's what I'm gonna do. We'll do that actually after this. But I got this little basket. It was just a wire basket like this. And then I just had some like jute twine, tied it up and wrapped it around. I made it so that the bottom is like that, because normally it's just the black kind of mesh. It's wire. Oh yeah, wire. Not mesh. But this was just thrifted, and then I just wrapped that up. Isn't that cute? How pretty to, like, without the plastic, like style some florals in here and use this in place of a wreath. I thought that was so cute. Also, one thing I want to note is to hang a wreath on your door, we just use command hooks, so you don't have to drill anything into your door. But it's really sturdy. It held up my Christmas wreath literally all year round. So if that doesn't tell you how good and sturdy they are, but it's nice because then you don't have to drill. You can also, like, you know, reposition your wreath, whatever. But I think that's so pretty. I love how this turned out. Now, just since I don't have any other furniture to put out here, I am still going to be using the same chairs, but I am going to change out the pillow covers, and that'll give it like a totally different vibe. gonna just change this table, I think, and put it over here because this one's a lot sturdier. And then these are just some pillow covers that I've had. The nice thing about pillow covers is they are really not that expensive. So another trick, if you don't have inserts, you can just find whatever pillows, especially if you find like clearance pillows or something somewhere, or you can even thrift them and then just toss them in the wash. But you can actually use your like actual pillows for pillow inserts. I do personally like to invest in pillow inserts just because I feel like the quality of them is a lot nicer. But out here, we're not out here lounging, like just snuggling up. It's like we'll sit out here and drink some tea or something, but we're not doing anything like really loungy out here. So for that reason, like I don't care if these are super cozy and comfy because most of the time they're just for look out here. But the nice thing about pillow covers is I only had to store away this pillow cover and now I have like a totally different look on my pillow. So you don't have to buy a bunch of different pillows. You just buy your covers, you fold them up, they fold flat. You can store them in like a drawer or a closet or whatever, but then you have a totally new look. And they're a lot cheaper than buying new pillows all the time. So like, see, that looks a little bit more fall-y than this one. This is just kind of like my everyday. Okay, I'm not super big into word signs, but at the front door, I do think like a cute little welcome sign is very cute. This one I got from Kirkland's. I got it years and years ago, but it's nice because I can just pull it out. But this is actually something you could do really easily. You could just get some, especially if you got like 2 or 3 fence boards, stand them down, get them nice and smooth, and then you just stencil this on. You can even like freehand it. And then what you can do is just get like a Velcro something, like you can find these at Walmart, little wooden stencils or whatever, or like wooden decorative pieces, but you can find them in the craft section, and that would be so cute to do like welcome, and then you leave this blank. You can just Velcro on a little pumpkin for fall time. You could do like a little tree for Christmas time. You could do a flower for the spring, like a sun for the summer. Like that would be so fun just to kind of change it up and still use the same sign all the time. But since I already have this one, I'm just gonna pop this up right here. And I think otherwise I'll leave the door a little bit more bare this time, just because we're gonna get into Christmas and I'm gonna wanna go all out for Christmas. So we'll leave it a little bit simple this time. All right, this piece I'm so excited about. I just got this from the thrift store. It was like $4, and I thought it's so cute because one, like you could like roll up blankets and put it inside, but then I thought it would be so fun as like a front porch decor piece to kind of style some pumpkins during the fall time. I feel like you can find these all the time at thrift stores for a very small amount of money because I think a lot of people just don't really use them, you know? I don't know, but I'm gonna use it. I think it'd be cute. I could leave the cobwebs up for Halloween, but we'll just, if we want, we'll DIY our own because I do not like real ones. Okay, so I have these cute, like terracotta style pumpkins. They're jack-o'-lanterns, but the cool thing about them is if you pay attention when you get things like this, if they don't have like a hole in the back, like this one has a hole in the bottom to put the candle, if they don't have a hole in the back, then you can use them like this for fall and then flip them around for Halloween, and it's like double duty. Okay, this is how it's looking. And I kind of like the simplicity of it, but I just feel like it feels so blank over on that side. I think that's actually good. We'll go with that. And then we'll just stick this inside on that door. I just have to actually style it up. The front porch is all done. That looks pretty. It's like very simple. I feel like sometimes I'm just kind of leaning into the simple side. I kind of like that, especially because when it comes to Christmas, I just end up not going so simple. And so it is kind of fun to do that for especially fall, like leading up to it. Although I also love fall, so I kind of struggle with it. But the front porch is just nice, and I'll probably add a little bit to it the closer we get to Halloween. So I wanted to share with you guys the next room rescue episode. So Kyle and I just had our 15-year wedding anniversary, and later on in the week we actually went to kind of like up near Flagstaff. It's in Arizona, but it's nothing like what you would think Arizona is like. It has snow up there in the winter, obviously. It's like pines, really high elevation, so it's really fun to go up there and just get something completely different, but it's just a couple hours from Phoenix. Anyway, we went up there, but before we did, we ran to this girl's house just to meet her, to see her space and everything. They are just a super sweet family. They have 3 little girls, I believe 5, 2, or almost 2, a year and a half, and then a few months old. So they have their hands full, basically the opposite of us because we have our 3 boys. Anyway, but she was so kind and sweet when we went and met her. I will put some pictures up on the screen. Basically, we are going to be doing their bedroom, and she said that her husband just like works really hard and then comes home and does these like different DIY projects, like just tries to do a bunch of stuff at the house. And she's like, with having their baby, she just hasn't wanted to bother him with the bedroom. She said that she feels so stuck in here. Like, it's a really beautiful blank slate, but I have so many ideas for this space. And so we're really excited to kind of give them more function in this room and also just kind of give it a good direction, because right now she said they just have, you know, a desk that was given to them by someone, and then they put like some other furniture just because they had it, just because it kind of fit there, but it's like a lot of pieces don't fully have like a good use, I guess. She said she's missing like a style in there, and she's missing some function. So I'm really, really excited. Their name is Haley and Sam, and so far we've only met Haley, but we're just kind of getting to know her more, and we're excited. We will be taking you guys to meet them maybe even this coming week. So stay tuned for that. It'll either be this week or next week, I think, but either way, stay tuned for that. I'm so excited to introduce you to them and just be able to share more about them, and then kind of share some of our plans for the space. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out, just having a little bit of a chilled, laid back vlog. I'm so happy I got that stuff posted on Facebook Marketplace. I haven't even checked my phone to see if we got any bites on it, but I will do that right after this. So anyway, I hope you guys have an incredible day. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.